Hello, my beautiful friends. Today is Holy Saturday. Like, what is Holy Saturday? You don't have church on Saturday, right? That's true. Back in the day, there was no church on Saturday. And I always thought, and I thought today, Holy Saturday is an interesting day. Because if you think about the resurrection and Good Friday and the resurrection on Easter Sunday, they don't know that it's coming, right? Mary and the apostles, like, they don't know that Sunday's happening, right? So they've, because there wasn't embalming, right? So once he was taken off the cross, he was taken to the tomb. Joseph of Arimathea donated his tomb. Pontius Pilate was worried that there were going to be grave robbers and, shenanigans at the tomb. So he had a guard posted there, and they sealed the tomb. So that happened on Friday. So now it's Saturday. And, these apostles are without their leader. Mary is without her son. Mary is without her husband. So what do? They don't know tomorrow is coming. They don't know Easter is coming. So, you think about in your own lives when somebody passes, somebody that you love and care about when they pass, what do you do the day after the funeral? You start to pick up the pieces of your life, but you're still pretty sad. Every year I go on a hike, Easter Eve hike. Sometimes I lead a hike. Sometimes I just go on a hike. Today I led a hike. There's a trail that I always see. There's a little train that runs the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway in Jim Thorpe, which is called Mock Chunk. And so I've been on that train a million times. In fact, on my 50th birthday, on my actual 50th birthday, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go on the train and go for lunch in Jim Thorpe. It's a cute little town. It's got cute little shops. So this trail, the D&L, the Delaware and Lackawanna, or is it Delaware and Lehigh, I guess is what the D&L stands for. It's like, it goes all through Pennsylvania. So there's a section of trail that takes you to an abandoned train tunnel, and you used to be able to go into it. You can't anymore, because people are assholes and, do graffiti and drugs and stuff. But so I've always seen people hiking and biking on this trail from the train, and I'm like, I'm going to do that one day. So I thought that would be a great hike today with my group called Restart, that is for new and returning hikers over 40 who, might be out of shape or out of breath. Typically we don't do 4-mile hikes. Typically I try to keep them under 3 miles, but because it was completely flat, I thought we could maybe handle it. So after some snafus with the parking point that meetup did, we finally found each other, and then we went on this hike, and it was all macadam. So I hesitate to call it a hike because it was really a walk. A hike is in the woods. This was on all macadam, and then we got to the tunnel, and it was like there were two park rangers there, and like a huge fence, and so you couldn't go in. If the 2 park rangers wouldn't have been there, I probably could have gotten in, just saying. But we got to see it from outside, and then we walked back. And then my friend Nav and I, we decided to go further and climb up this giant hill that is Jim Thorpe. Oh, it is just like... And we went to the top of it to get some lunch. And we always do a margarita mile. This was, we're calling it our Margarita 5 mile because we had walked 5 miles by that point. And then there were some shops that we wanted to go into. She wanted to get some mead. We did a wine tasting, so I ended up getting mead also for Easter, and it was just a good day. It was a good day. So I am tired. My feet hurt. I think it's harder to walk on macadam than it is to walk in the woods. I'd rather climb up and climb around stuff in the woods than walk on macadam because that really does like burn out your feet. But anyway, I came home thanking God for the person who invented Epsom salts. So I took a bath and soaked a little and took a wee nap. And now I'm getting ready to do my study for the night. My allergies are totally kicking my butt from being outside. Anyway, so I was watching some videos, and I watched a video of the Pope washing the feet of 12 female inmates at a correctional facility in Rome. And it was just beautiful. I sobbed, I cried. And, I think, like, some of the women, were like, I don't know, but a few of the women were crying, and once I saw them crying, then I was gone. You know, I like Pope Frankie, and I know he does this every year. He goes to some place like this every year, but it's so amazing to have your feet washed and then kissed by the Pope after being, you know, a sinner that would get you into prison. It's so touching. I'll put the video down below. Have some tissues handy. So as I studied tonight, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, certainly we're preparing for Easter. I'm going to make Hesja's magical eggs. That's going to happen. I'm going to do some things with oranges. I'm going to hide some eggs for my children who are 21 and 22. I know. It's ridiculous, but I still give my boys baskets. My mom gave me baskets until she got sick, and I was in my 30s. Until she went into, she had to go into care. I'm a basket person and a stocking person. Anyway, so I want to pull runes, but where are they? Here they are. So in this one store that we were in today, they had so much Green Man stuff. The problem with the town is a very old town. You know, very interesting story about the Molly Maguires. They were there. There's a jail cell where there's a handprint because they were innocent of what they were accused of and they were hanged. And it's just an interesting town, just rich with history. But all the buildings are really small, so all the shops are really small. There was just a bazillion people there today, and it was hard to navigate and get around. So the one shop that I really liked, they had a lot of Green Man stuff, a lot of Celtic stuff, and I would have liked to have spent more time in there, but I don't like crowded spaces, and I don't like people in my personal space, so I had to go outside. So I'm going to try to go there on a day when it's not busy, but we'll see. We'll see. I did like some of the things that I saw. I'm trying to not buy so much stuff. I get the boxes that I get, and I'm trying to buy less stuff and be less of a consumer person. I'm also trying not to buy anything. I'm trying to buy all American things and support small businesses here and abroad. I want to support small businesses, so that limits what I can buy. Because if I look at this thing and it says it's made somewhere, you know, and it's not a small business, then I'll wait and find something that's made by a small business. But it was cool to see a whole shelf of Green Man stuff, because I like the Green Man, and there was a bunch of the Celtic, the Trees of Life, and there were some really cool Celtic crosses too that I saw that were cool. So anyway, let's have a stone for reflection tonight and see what it says. You are just not going away. Rado, which means travel, which actually means wagon wheel. So let's see what the wee bookie has to say about that, shall we? So it was a really good day out. I'm a little sore. My feet are sore, just I think because I haven't been out much. I've made a commitment to lead a hike, at least one hike a month, maybe two, where I'm leading others, and then I do my own hikes. But if I lead hikes, then I'm more likely to go on them, because if I'm doing my own hikes, I'm more likely to stay in my house and watch YouTube. Alright, where are you? Now you're here. Pages all stick together. Here you go. Travel, rhythm, spontaneity, evolution, decisions, journey, path, movement, taking action, reaching a goal, transportation, don't act impulsively, carefully consider options, move forward, self-healing, evolve with union and balance, do not always rely on the advice of others, and control excess. If it's in its reverse position, which it was not, there will be trouble along the path, stagnation, and stuck. So I think, you know, I think I'm moving quite along, and literally I was traveling today and moving, and I think I was, I think it was a good lesson from Spirit, because, you know, when I see cool things, I always want to buy them, and I really did exercise self-control today. The only thing I bought was mead. That was from a small business. They make it themselves, and I was proud of that, because there would have been a time when I would have had to have all of the Tree of Life stuff, would have all the Green Man stuff, and I think it's better to wait and try to connect with small businesses and people who make handcraft things. So I'm trying to do more of that. I'm just going to pull cards just because want to see if there's anything else that Spirit wants to say. So I'm gonna link below the video clip of the Pope washing the feet, and I'm also gonna link below my cousin's son, who is doing hiking videos. He only has 40 subscribers, so go over and love him up a little bit. His name is Matt. He abbreviated our family name, so I don't know if it's a play on John Wick or not, but his YouTube name is Matt Wick, which is an abbreviated form of our grandfather's name. And it's just cool to see young people doing cool things, and it's cool that there's another person in my family who's a hiker, like I am. He went to Scotland, and that was pretty exciting. Let's get that together. Pass one. Pass two. Is that 2 or 3? Here we're going to do another one because I don't know if that was 2 or 3. I got distracted. Okay. Alright, these two came out together. Bloodwed and the Morrigan. Power, courage, and strength. And the Morrigan is often in cards thought of as the death card. The Crow, which is there, the Raven, rather. The Raven is my birth month animal. Bloodwed is wisdom, power, and transformation. And then the other cards that came out were Divination and Pentagram. Divination is guides, Ogham, and tree spirits. And Pentagram is protection, balance, and unity. I'm not exactly sure how this all ties together with Rado, other than thinking about my spiritual path, and then I'm moving along, I'm moving along, and I'm going to church in the morning. I'm doing a sunrise service at a winery. I did my own thing for Maundy, Thursday, I did my own thing for Good Friday. And I've done my own thing for Easter morning, although sometimes I go to church too. And, I think that this is just a reminder that I have all the tools in me, and I'm going to go to the winery tomorrow. And I don't know what kind of service is it. I don't know if it's like a revival kind of service. I know nothing about what's going to happen there. But, it's a really beautiful winery, and the sunrise rises over the mountain there, and it's just gorgeous. And I feel like that's my church, is seeing God's glory in nature. So I'm going to think about this. I'm not exactly sure what Spirit is asking me for. Divination and the Pentagram. I think that's one thing. One of the things is the store that had all the Green Man stuff. It was connected to a store. It might be the same store. I'm not sure. You could get to it from inside the store, so it must be the same. And that was a traditional witchcraft store. So my sisters, you would love that. If you ever want to come to Pennsylvania, you would absolutely love that shop. It had all the stuff. They had an apothecary with graveyard dirt and all kinds of stuff. And, all the kind of stuff that, real witches use that I don't really know a whole lot about. But it was crowded and I couldn't really see anything, and I was trying to look around. But I think the things that I do bring meaning to me, and it's just an important reminder not to just buy all the things, not to have all the things, just for the sake of having them. Like the tools that you use to practice whatever spiritual beliefs you have meaning in them, right? Make sure that they're meaningful. We collect a lot of stuff, but not all stuff has meaning. And maybe that was, just Spirit wants me to reflect on that. And, I don't know. I'm going to think about it more when I journal. So, anyway, I am wishing you all the best of light and love. And I hope to get on tomorrow to wish all of you a happy Easter that celebrate. And if not, happy Spring Day. And take care. Bye-bye. I know you thought I was done, but I'm not done. I want to thank Belanisi for this beautiful Bridget's coin. And on the back it says, St. Bridget's blessing. God bless the poor. God bless the sick. God bless our food. God bless our drink. And so that is going to go into my room bag. So thank you, Bella. I appreciate it so much. It was so sweet to come home to that after not having bought anything, right? Like, I was like, oh, because they had some Bridget stuff, they had Celtic stuff. And then I came home and it was like a gift for me. And it made me so happy. So thank you. All right. Wishing you all the best in light and love. All right. Now I'm leaving. Bye-bye.